Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Rex.
We're drinking a whiskey that dates back to 1780, and I'm Daniel.
So this bottle is...
No, the company.
This bottle is 220 something.
40 years old.
40 years old.
Yeah, totally. Just this bottle.
This bottle.
Most people don't know that.
It's very... I'm going like this in the bottle.
All right. So Irish whiskey.
Yep.
Jameson. They did a special bottling called Cooper's Croze.
All right.
Now, a Cooper's Croze is a tool that a Cooper uses, and our friend Mitch would be able to tell you this.
When it's the barrel maker.
Because he makes barrels.
They make the barrels.
Yeah, so a Cooper's Croze is the tool that carves the groove that the head of the barrel slides into to keep it sealed.
I watched like a 30-minute little thing about barrel making, and it's surprising how much of it is still like it's
manual labor.
It's craftsmanship.
And you have to be hefty enough to bang a metal hoop down.
Well, no, they did have a machine for the metal hoop.
Oh, to press it down?
But to get all of the, it was alternating sizes for the staves.
Oh yeah, the staves on the
You
sides.
had alternating sizes, you got thick, thin, thick, thin, and you have to, it's a whole thing.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Now,
wait, you said Jameson?
This is bottled in honor of the head Cooper for Jameson, Gare Buckley.
There's a head Cooper? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So they created one in his honor. It's part of their Whiskey Maker series of whiskeys. American oak, seasoned bourbon, and Iberian sherry barrels.
What's Iberian?
It's Iberia. It's from a country. I call that Iberia.
There's infinite knowledge in the podcast.
In the Googles.
What does Iberian mean?
Iberian.
As an adjective, it means relating to or denoting Iberia or the countries of Spain and Portugal.
Spain and Portugal.
Spain and Portugal. Sherry, I should have known.
This Jameson.
I really like the smell on this. I'm going to have to compare it to the classic Jameson because...
Of course you are.
It's much different.
Well, it's, I'm getting... I may be misremembering the original, but I'm getting a lot more intensity. Feels more vibrant.
Sweeter, but it's also more barrel heavy at the same time.
It is a Jameson. Don't get me wrong.
Ha! It's got some burn.
It's not 1,000 miles away, but it's like Jameson with a pear that clang, as much as Jameson can clang.
Okay, here's the classic Jamie. Right here.
This one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the classic it's thinner, has a little more bite to it. The Cooper's Croze is much sweeter, but it also has more wood notes than the classic.
It's kind of like...
Which is about fair enough. I mean, it is called the Cooper's Croze.
So it's kind of like how Johnny Walker Double Black.
Oh yeah, versus the black.
Versus the black, but also versus the movie that came out. What is this?
Oh yeah, the
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner version.
So the new Blade Runner movie that came out was a specialty whiskey. We reviewed it. We'll link it up here. And that basically we both agreed. Look, that's Johnny Walker Double Black, just made more intense and vibrant.
Right.
The flavor's more pronounced.
Yeah, it does feel pretty close, even though it is darker.
Is it darker?
Yeah, I think it's the sherry barrels.
I think the classic is darker. Hold it up to the light.
Oh yeah. You're right. I had them backwards.
Yeah, they're very close.
Yeah, the classic is darker.
Classic is darker, but there's more flavor coming from the Cooper's Croze there. Peter, if you hear banging, the wind is insane.
It's blowing all the tables on my patio over.
Yeah. Peter Gage. Okay, since you're trying a spirit from Sweden, more specifically Vin, you need to hear this completely weird story involving booze and a moose.
Oh, you're gonna love this.
So the island Vin is in the middle of the strait between Denmark and Sweden.
Yes.
The early astronomer Tycho Brahe lived and worked here. He was a fantastic astronomer, figured out that the Earth was not the center of the universe, mentor to Kepler, blah, 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 blah. I like how he blah, 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 so I don't have to.
Yeah.
Well done! But he had a pet moose. This is no joke. He had a pet moose for 13 years. On his brother's birthday, he brought his moose because, to the party. The moose drank 2 buckets of wine and beer, got drunk, broke his leg, and died.
Poor bastard.
So don't drink and moose, except you're Rex, then it's a great idea.
Come on, that's great.
That's really good.
I want a pet moose.
Now, the fact that the moose is hundreds of years old, we can laugh.
Yeah, that's right. Because
if it just happened.
been enough time.
Right. So between the two, the Cooper's Croze, man.
Yeah, I prefer the Cooper's Croze.
Yeah.
It's far more interesting, a little more complex than the basic Jamie.
Mm-hmm. All right.
If I had to pick a Jameson, though, I'm still going to lean towards the Caskmates stout barrel finish ones.
So actual notes. Honey.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not an intense honey, it's a pretty light honey. The barrel note is the main note that I'm getting from
And the nose has none of the barrel. So in the nose, all you're getting is the honey with a little bit of the traditional unmalted barley notes that turn into biscuit flavors.
Yep.
Smell that. Because anytime I drink Irish whiskey, that's what I smell and taste.
Yeah. Like a honey buttered American biscuit.
That doesn't smell anything like an American biscuit.
Mother.
That does not smell like an American biscuit.
Biscuit Wars 2. I'm gonna make you an American biscuit the right way.
Okay.
The right way.
Out of a can or from scratch?
Well, I'm probably gonna drive through somewhere and...
Oh God, I'm gonna make you a biscuit the right way by going through a drive-through.
It's gonna be...
And picking up Whataburger.
It's gonna be...
biscuit with honey.
Come on, I'm doing it right. It's gonna be Popeyes. And then we're gonna do some honey and some butter and... Yeah.
Nah, we'll show
Totally,
you.
dude.
Look.
Come on.
Simply Cornish, Warren's Bakery. Shortbread biscuits, traditional.
Really good cookies.
Those are really good. I'm kind of hoarding these because they're so tasty. I don't want to burn through them. But
where do you keep them, Daniel?
You'll never know. It's on the table right over there.
Oh, no, I know. Nene 8001 Mooch story. I was browsing the whiskey section at the liquor store trying to decide what to get when the employee approached me and asked if I would like to sample a few to help make a decision.
Yes, please.
He proceeded to let me try 4 different brands: Tomatin, Writer's Tears, Powers, Centauri.
Well done.
And when I finally bought one, Centauri, well done between those. Powers is good too. Tomatin, eh.
Tomatin's okay.
I got a 15% discount. It was a glorious day.
He gave you a 15% discount for drinking his free whiskey.
Yeah. So, there's no point in mixing these because it would just be kind of a halfway point between the two.
No.
There's no possibility it's going to do anything magical.
No, not magical, but
well,
simplify it maybe.
Yeah. The smell in the classic Jameson.
Yep.
And the nose on it, I never really liked the nose on it. I like the taste of it a lot more.
Yeah, the nose to me on the classic Jameson always tastes sort of fingernail polish remover.
Yeah.
It's very acetone. But the taste is always fun. And you know, my favorite time to drink Jameson is with a Guinness or with another beer. Or if it's just like, f it, let's start the night off, pour me a Jameson, let's get started.
Right.
And then, you know, if I'm not doing a let's sit and have fancy whiskey, but just let's have a damn night, I'll start with Jameson.
Cooper's Croze, if you like classic Jameson, then...
with a slight twist.
With a twist, and it's a little bit more vibrant. Mm-hmm. It's good.
All right. Well, what's our ending thing?
Here's to fighting.
Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight, may you fight for a friend.
If you steal, may you steal my memory of our ending toast.
Well, but if you drink,
may you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.